Welcome to the Couch of Randomness. This is episode number 24.
Yes.
I am John. I'm your host, and on the couch with me, as always,
I'm Rose.
Hi, Rose.
What's up?
Nothing much. Let's talk about some stuff today. Let's talk about how Chris Nolan is the savior of TVs.
Hopefully. Let's also talk about my favorite series right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh boy.
Yes.
No, actually, this stuff's actually pretty cool.
I like
And my favorite game right now,
Yeah.
Overwatch, which might be cheaper to keep the loot boxes in.
Amazingly enough.
It might be cheaper.
Who would have thought?
It might be cheaper.
And, John, do you remember what happened this week?
A lot of crazy crap went down.
There was a small little half-hour event that you might have missed, so we're gonna... Well, maybe not you. But you, the listener, might have missed that Nintendo had a Direct this week.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna break down some of this.
Some of the big stuff that we're excited for.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So sit down on this couch, grab some popcorn, snuggle up, grab Kitty if you need to, and let's have some fun. All right, let's catch up on 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. A quick catch up. You know what?
Well, it'll be sprinkled through.
Sprinkle through the whole thing. Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when we're off a week.
Exactly. All right, let's talk some trailers.
Yeah, there have been some good trailers that came out the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
I'm kind of excited about several of these movies.
Yeah, absolutely. The first one, actually looking at it, was Wildlife that came out this week.
Yeah.
This one's the trailer that came out this week. This is Paul Dano. Paul Dano. Yeah, D-A-N-O. Yeah. Paul Dano's directorial debut. And I love this guy.
Yeah, he really does. Paul Dano was in No Country for Old Men. Yeah, that was him.
Wait,
are we not thinking of the same person?
No.
He was in No Country for Old Men? Don't look at me like I'm crazy.
I thought he was in the other one. I'm like, I know you're on the right director, but I thought it was...
Oh, that's right. There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood. That's what caught me off. I'm like, wait, no, you're right directors.
He was also in Little Miss Sunshine, which I absolutely love.
That's a great movie, and no one's seen this one. But Wildlife is starring Carey Mulligan and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Oscar bait.
Oh, this is Oscar bait.
This is Oscar bait, straight up.
Oscar bait. It's another coming of age. Do you tell on one parent or the other parent?
Yeah, like Jake Gyllenhaal and Carey Mulligan are married.
Yeah.
And they seem like they're going through a divorce or a hard time.
I think that they're at a hard time financially. From the trailer, it looks like Jake Gyllenhaal is going off to work somewhere.
Yeah.
And Carey Mulligan is convinced that he's going to cheat on her, so she decides to cheat on him first.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that pretty much sums it up.
And the son is caught in between.
Yes. That pretty much sums it up. And it looks
pretty good.
Fantastic.
I don't think it's going to win Best Picture, but I think it has a good chance to be nominated just based on the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Like the color palette, the storyline, the music in the trailer.
All it says is Oscar bait.
Yeah.
I mean, when we have two...
But it still looks good.
Oscar-nominated actors,
when
Carey Mulligan and Jake Gyllenhaal, you're kind of...
I've seen the kid somewhere, too.
Yeah, I have, too. I couldn't place him anywhere. But it's weird looking at this for we're slowly creeping into Oscar season because we're getting into the fall. So our mindset kind of changes a little bit
and we start accepting more indie movies, at least for me and John.
Exactly. Like in the fall, it's indie movie time from fall to the beginning of spring.
Yeah.
And then obviously some are sprinkled in through the year, but that's when it's indie movie time.
Yeah.
I don't care about big budget. I don't want big budget.
Not really.
I want indie
I get
movie.
tired of big budget. Big budget is for March through about August.
Yes. That's when big budget. That's when I can turn off my brain.
And then a little bit during Christmas.
Christmas, exactly. Because we have a
holiday
crap ton
season
of Christmas movies coming out.
Yes.
We'll talk about them on a different podcast.
We have a little bit.
Yeah.
We have a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. Because it's very indie is what I'm into right now. Indie and then just something I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I'm looking for.
Which is going to be in a couple...
Which is the next trailer to me.
No, it's two more. Three more for me.
3 more, yes.
Okay, so next trailer was Halloween.
Oh, yes. I am stupidly excited for this. Jamie Lee Curtis is back. It was written by... I actually had his name in my head. Legitimately.
See, this is why I asked, hey, do we need to put anything else in here? You were just like, no, I don't need to know anything else.
I literally had his name in my head, and I was just about to say it, and then Danny McBride. There it is. I just remembered. Yeah, written by Danny McBride, comedy. And I know it's funny to me that a comedy writer wrote this horror movie.
Yes.
And I find I am in complete joy of that. But from this trailer, Michael Myers looks terrifying.
He really does. Like, I still haven't seen any of the Halloween movies.
We will remedy that.
But seriously, it looks terrifying.
And I like that.
And this movie comes out at the end of October, so I actually have a chance to go back and watch the old Halloween movies.
Exactly. But I like the idea that with Jamie Lee Curtis, her character just seems like she's been gearing up to fight and take on Michael.
Like ever since the first one.
Yes. And I'm like, okay.
That's kind of cool.
I'm down with this. And
I don't even know anything about Halloween. And I'm just like, you know what? This makes me want to go back, watch at least the first one.
Yeah.
And then we'll go see this.
Exactly. I am so excited. Like everything I heard from like Comic-Con when they screened like a little bit of this trailer or a little bit of a scene.
Movie. Yeah.
And it was just a tracking shot with Michael.
Yeah.
I was already sold on that one.
Yeah.
And then with this trailer, I'm like, thank you. An actual horror movie in October.
Yes.
That looks legit.
I love that this comes out at the end of October 30th. I was sitting there going, do I in my heart wish that this came out earlier in the month? Maybe. Like 1 or 2 weeks earlier. But when it's named Halloween.
Yeah, and it would name Halloween coming out the day before Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to win the weekend.
So many people.
It's going to win the weekend.
Oh, this comes out on a Tuesday.
Oh, this comes out on a Tuesday?
Yeah.
Holy
that's
shit.
the downside.
Well, that's fine. It's still win the weekend.
Yeah, but I kind of wish that it came out like the Friday before Halloween.
I see that.
But
I'm with you. But awesome. Looks great.
Yes.
Our next trailer,
this one looks like a lot of fun.
I'm stupidly excited for this
Oscar bait.
Oscar bait movie, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Yes.
And this is directed by the Coen brothers.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be off the wall, zany.
Yeah.
But with a good freaking story.
I think that this one is interesting too, because this one is coming out on Netflix and in theaters, which it has to come out in theaters to be Oscar worthy.
Yes, it has to be nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
For an Oscar, you have to be in a theater.
You have to have in theaters.
They passed that rule.
Yeah.
For the Oscar, I don't know if it was a rule or bylaw, however you would say that.
I don't know.
But yeah, you have to be in a theater.
For at least 2 weeks.
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm sure that this will make some money, but with it also coming out on Netflix, I'm interested to see how much money it actually does not make, because Coen brothers usually bring people to theaters.
Yeah, bringing some good bucks for the theaters.
Yeah.
I mean, minus the Hollywood one that one didn't go so well for them.
Yeah.
That we liked, but everyone else didn't. But yeah, I'm with you because I'm interested to see how what the model's going to be with Netflix, because I know there's the rumors that Netflix is looking at buying a theater chain.
Yeah.
So they can get
or
around.
Or they might have already.
Yeah. And so it'd be interesting to go, well, Netflix is going to release it, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, and this is just me speculating and changing up their release date for this one because it's November 16th. What if Netflix goes, you know what? For the first 2 weeks to a month, it's only in theaters.
I think that would be interesting. Like, just have the release date sped up.
Yeah.
Where it's in theaters for 2 weeks to a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just automatically on Netflix. I think that's going to be interesting.
I would like to see that because, I mean, we've seen movies that have released in theaters and VOD at the same time.
And they don't do well in theaters.
Well. Yeah.
That's why I think it's really interesting that France has that law where it has to be out of theaters. No, it has to be at least 3 months from release date till it hits Netflix. But Netflix also took a long time to get to France.
Yeah, that's
France
true.
is very proud of their movies and their movie traditions.
Rightfully so, though.
Yeah.
I mean, rightfully so.
The
French movies are fantastic.
Yeah.
If you have a story or not, that's to be debated. But
it depends on the movie.
But it depends on the movie. But it looks good. And in The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, I mean, it's got the Coen brothers, so you know you're going to get a good movie out of that one.
Yeah, and they do such a good job visually,
Visually,
too.
it's beautiful.
I'm interested to see this in theaters, I think.
Yeah, I think I am too. I mean, you got James Franco, so that's cool. Tim Blake Nelson, who most people know from, what's the Coen brother movie? Man of Constant Sorrow.
Brother,
Where
Art
Thou? Yeah.
Which I still haven't seen.
And
I'll make that work. It's
I mean,
okay.
it just looks good. It looks visually fantastic and just goofy.
But that being said,
Western.
is this one that we're going to watch on Netflix and then make the decision if we want to see it again and see it in theaters?
See, that's
where I sit there going,
that's the hard part.
Would I want to? Do I want to spend money on the Netflix subscription
and then go see
also,
which will cost more than the Netflix subscription for us to go to a movie?
Yeah.
It's
one ticket costs more most of the time.
Most of the time. And it's very interesting because you bring that up. Where most people are not going to go see this movie in theaters. Let's be honest. I mean, most film critics will. I mean, the screening, there are going to be people who see it, but your average Joe probably will not go see this movie in a theater.
Most likely not.
I mean, because we've come to this point in society where just give it to me streaming.
Yeah.
Just give it to me. I don't care.
I can actually sit around and wait for it to come to streaming. People are actually waiting for movies now. And
it's one of those things and I've talked to people about this, because we tell them we go to the movies, and granted, we haven't been in a while, but I love going to the movies. It's a fun experience for me to be there, big screen, sound, other people enjoying the movie. I like the whole atmosphere of it.
Yeah.
And to me personally, it takes away when I'm streaming it at home, a first time watching a movie at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
It's become better now that we actually got our speakers hooked up.
Oh, yes, that's true too. But it's still just weird to me because I don't feel like I'm getting the full experience of a movie theater.
I get that.
And I know people are lazy. We're lazy too.
Yeah.
And that's why we haven't gone to movies. But I'd like to see the idea.
Well, and we haven't seen anything that we really want to spend the money on.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
we have a goal that we're saving for.
That we're saving for. And the only one I can think of, honestly, is Fallout, Mission Impossible. Yeah. That's the only one I'm I actually do want to spend money on that one to go see.
I would like to see that one. I just don't know how long it's going to be in theaters.
Yeah, that's true too.
Okay, so the one that I'm stupidly excited for.
I am too. I'm not going to lie. I was like, what is this movie?
Anna and the Apocalypse. John started this trailer and I was just there what is this?
Yeah, what's going on? What the hell is this?
So, I mean, it starts out with The Night Before Christmas, but slightly modified.
Yeah.
And it's the zombie apocalypse during Christmas.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm down with it.
You're you know what? It looks ridiculous, over the top, and hilarious.
Yeah, taking hints. It seems like it's taking hints from Zombieland.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Absolutely. Zombieland's still probably the best zombie movie.
Yeah.
Period. So I was like, all right, I'm in. I'm absolutely in for this.
It looks like it also takes a lot of notes because it's British.
Yes.
It looks like it takes a lot of notes from Dawn of the Dead and Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, Shaun
of the Dead and that series.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was like, you know what? I'm in. Oh, and Shaun of the Dead still being probably, I mean, you could probably trade back and forth between Shaun of the Dead and Zombieland. Probably the best zombie movie.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least most realistic, quote unquote. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, I was in. The first 20 seconds of this trailer, I'm like, I'm in. Let's do this. This is going to be fun.
It also reminds me of a slightly more family-friendly version of that Scouts zombie movie.
Oh, the Scout's Guide to a Zombie Apocalypse?
Yeah.
That was fun. Oh, I got to buy that.
That one was over the top and ridiculous.
And I love it.
And I hope that it's on par with that.
I like over the top ridiculous zombies movies because they know what they are and they just turn into it.
And
until this movie.
Which one?
Anna and the Apocalypse. This movie is over the top and then it goes one step further because it's a musical.
Whoa.
And
why wouldn't it be?
I was like, wait, what?
That's my question is why wouldn't it be?
Full on Christmas zombie apocalypse musical.
Excited. I'm so excited to see zombies gurgle, sing, and shuffle around.
You're right. I want to see a zombie
killing set to music.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I don't know why this is something that I'm like,
I don't know why it hasn't been done before.
Exactly.
You look at it and you're just like, why hasn't this already come into my life?
I know. That's literally what I thought. I'm like, all right, I'm in.
And those of you in the UK, I'm jealous because you got this movie last year.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm very curious about this movie now.
And you're right, because I'm watching this. I was watching this trailer. I'm like, all right, I'm in. Cool. Over the top. Mm-hmm. Wait, it's a musical? Wait, why wasn't this a thing? Why has nobody thought of this?
Why is this just now coming out?
I did not know I needed this in my life. And I do. And I'm extremely excited because...
And if this does even moderately well, I cannot wait to see the stage adaptation.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, my God. Stage adaptation of a Broadway... Broadway Christmas zombie
killing movie. And I see
stage production.
I hate saying this, but I see this kind of rivaling The Night Before as my favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Because The Night Before is so over the top.
Nightmare Before Christmas?
No. The one with Seth Rogen.
Oh,
and
The Night Before, that one.
Oh my God, that is my favorite Christmas movie. Because I was like, this is...
We don't have that, do we?
No, we don't.
Wow.
Yeah, we have
need
not
to get
bought that.
We fail.
But I love that movie. But Anna and the Apocalypse, watch that trailer and you're going to be like, I do need this in my life. Yeah, thank you for showing this to me.
Absolutely need this in my life.
I need this. All right. We mentioned...
We like superhero movies.
We like superhero movies. We mentioned Mission Impossible Fallout that we need to go see it.
Yes. And we've talked about Baby Lip.
Yeah.
Baby Lip from Superman.
Yep.
So Henry Cavill had Henry Cavill has a new series coming out, and John is stupidly excited.
Yeah, that's going to be the theme of this podcast.
Yes.
Stupidly excited.
Things that we're stupidly excited for.
So the Henry Cavill is the Witcher. Gerault of Riviera. Sorry.
You're still new.
I'm still new.
You're a baby nerd in
I'm
this.
a baby nerd in this one. I'm still in the books.
And I have not started yet.
And I think what's cool about this one is that IGN interviewed him for the Mission Impossible press tour. And
they started asking him about The Witcher.
Yeah,
because,
like, what are you playing right now? And we were talking about this a couple of episodes ago. Like, I'm playing... I just finished The Witcher 3 for the second time. And that's when the interviewer for IGN was like, oh, what? I mean, Netflix is doing something. What do you think about that? Would you be interested? And stone cold poker face.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, that'd be great. It'd be like the role of a lifetime. And we all jumped on it and like, oh my God, that would be great. That would be awesome. Granted, fans were like, no, I'd rather have Mads Mikkelsen or someone else. And I see that. I'm with you. I do see Mads Mikkelsen.
But I also understand wanting someone younger than Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, because, I mean, you kind of hinge this on Henry Cavill for a while.
Yeah.
You have him for a while.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, a week ago, this comes out and I'm like, oh my God, it happened.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he really just duped us all.
It was amazing.
And how he announced it on his Instagram was...
Oh, it was the best.
I love his Instagram account.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes me happy, even with the Superman crap that's going on right now.
Because for those of you who haven't seen it, go look at it. But Henry Cavill put on his Instagram, he just had the Netflix opening screen, and the user account was Gerault. And he put as his caption just, hey, gonna try and catch this on Netflix, but I might be too busy out adventuring.
So yeah, if you need me, you can get me here at this address, which is Gerault's address in the game or in the book.
Nice.
But you might not get me because I'll be out fighting monsters and doing some adventuring stuff. So I can't be, I might not be there.
Yeah.
And I
love social media announcements. Like, they're getting so smart about them.
Yes, they are. Like, dude, you were awesome. I'm really digging this idea. And I see this going on for a good 5 to 6 years.
Yeah. I think this will go for a long time.
I think
there's so much lore.
There's so much lore. You can do a lot of things with this. Me reading the books, they actually introduced a lot of the fairy tales, some of the fairy tales too.
Ooh.
Like, they've actually talked, someone correct me, but I want to say they actually talked about Cinderella and Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, and it was just Gerault talking to someone about something like, oh yeah, did you hear about blah blah, this girl with the glass slipper
lost her shoe.
Yes. And I was like, wait,
that's amazing.
And I actually, because I listened to it and read at the same time, I actually rewound Audible. I'm like, did I hear that right? Because I'm reading it and I'm like, and I'm going through and I'm like, wait, he's actually talking.
That can't be right.
And then I want to say that's Snow White, because he did talk about the 8 gnomes or the 8 dwarves or something like that.
7?
But it was like, yeah, 1 died or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really weird. It might have been 7, but
no, that's really cool.
But it was like they really don't say it out loud.
Yeah.
But hint.
They don't say like Snow White,
but they hint at the ideas.
At the story. That's awesome.
And side note,
I can't wait to read those.
I'm going through right now and he's talking to a mermaid, and the only way they communicate is singing.
That's amazing.
So the guy who is Gerault's voice for Audible is legitimately singing.
I love when they do that.
Geralt and a mermaid. And it's so
when they
cool.
Do that. Yeah, the guy does that for Harry Potter too. Jim Baker. Like, he does a good job with Harry Potter.
And I know I've said this. It's going to be weird, 100% weird for me, because I've got Gerault's voice in Audible.
Right.
I've got Gerault's voice in the video game, and now I've got Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Cavill. Whatever.
Superman.
Clark, that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one I am excited for. I think he's a great actor. I love him as Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gotten a bad rap for Superman only because the material has been awful.
Yeah. To me, it's really the material. I think that he's done a good job.
I think he's done a fantastic job of that. So
I'm happy that he's still there.
And the fact that he's a nerd and he loves the series and he goes, the books have so much lore, and he's read the books, and he's like, asked the IGN guy, was like, have you read them? He's like, no. He goes, dude, you need to read the books. You think the games are good? You need to read these books because they are so much obviously better, but you get
They're
more.
so much more in depth.
More context.
Yeah.
For the world, and I'm like, oh my God,
awesome.
You were probably researching this. You were probably researching.
Oh no, I think that he read them before he was ever approached.
He probably did.
Like, he probably went back and like reread some of them and started replaying the game because he heard about it.
And the showrunner, I love that she's quit social media.
Yeah.
Because of the controversy of a character, Cersei. I haven't got there, so I'm not going to comment on it.
Yeah, I clearly know nothing.
But I love that she like tweeted out going, no, Henry was the first person I thought of. Like, there was no script.
That's awesome.
All I got was the green light to go. And I'm like, he was the first person I thought of. And
That's
I called
amazing.
him and he was like, absolutely, let's do this.
Like, I'm still not sold on him being as pale as Geralt is.
Yeah.
But like, if that's what I'm whining about, then
I think we're pretty okay because we know he's got the acting chops.
Yeah.
So.
And I loved him in A Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah, he really did a good job.
He did a better job than
the other guy. What's his name?
Yeah, Armie Hammer.
Armie Hammer, yeah. And he's come around on me too.
Yeah.
Armie Hammer has really come around on me.
I loved Armie Hammer in Call Me By Your Name.
Yes.
He did such a good job in that movie.
I'm glad he turned a beeline from big budget movies and gone indie because I'm like, oh, Armie Hammer's in this? Hell yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. Because he's gotten a little more selective in his movies.
Yeah.
For Armie Hammer.
And I'm okay with that.
Geralt, or Henry Cavill as Cavill as Geralt. I'm in. Let's do it. So everyone has a TV, or at least I believe everyone has a TV.
Most people have a TV.
Most people have a TV.
When we met her, Brandy did not have a TV.
That's true. Didn't we give her one of our TVs?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We did. That way she has a TV.
Yes.
But no, she watched everything on her laptop.
That's true. Oh yeah, there is that concept of that.
I mean, people don't have to have TVs.
No, you don't have to have a TV. But someone is coming to the rescue of TVs.
Thank God.
And you know what? It's someone I utmost respect, look up to, and wanted to be like at a time because at one time I wanted to be a film director.
Yes.
And it's Chris Nolan.
Yes.
And what Chris Nolan has done.
He's partnered with Paul Thomas Anderson.
Again, great film director.
Yes. Both amazing
awesome
actors, directors.
Both amazing directors. They have kind of gone to TV.
They've gone to war.
They've gone to war against TV, but in a good way for us.
It's to try and save your movie experience.
Exactly. And this is for the manufacturers. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
The manufacturers to pretty much turn off screen smoothing or motion blur.
Motion blur,
screen smoothing, 120 hertz, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah.
To turn that off.
Because it's awful.
For movies and like not make it the default to have it on.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the cut and dry TLDR version of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And what's funny to me about this one is Chris Nolan hand wrote a letter to these manufacturers to go, you know what? We need to turn this off because this isn't, as a director, this isn't how I visioned my movie.
Yeah, this is not how I want people to experience my movies. And like, he sent out emails to all of the directors that he could find and said, hey, here's this survey. And I love some of the questions on the survey because like it gets in depth. Just how important is it to you that people at home get the full movie experience that you have packaged for them in this movie? And I'm just there like, damn.
Damn, Chris, you know what you're talking about. You need to be you need to be a director. You are a director, and I
he is a director.
Love you for that. But it's insane.
And they're just like, okay, let's maybe not bury this down like 3 sub menus. Let's put this in like the top menu, or just make it a button on the remote.
Yeah.
Just change, because of course, sometimes you want the motion blurring on for like live TV,
sports, video games.
And video games. No,
games.
video games, don't you not want the blurring? It's a slightly different setting.
Yes, it's a different setting. You're right. All right.
Yeah,
video
video games is another setting. So like have a setting for live TV, movies, and video games.
Yes.
Just 3 buttons.
3 buttons. That's all we need on this. Because I agree. I give my parents crap for this because when they bought their new
so much
TV,
crap.
they had the motion blur, 120 hertz, whatever you want to call it. They had it on. And I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Like, I refused to watch TV with them for a
like,
while.
No, we got to turn this off. Why? Because it doesn't look good. Yeah, it does. It looks like it's live TV.
Ugh.
But it's not, Mom, Dad.
So
and I'm like,
John fixed it.
I fixed it, and they fixed it back, and I went back in and refixed it to the proper way. And now the TV doesn't. I don't go upstairs to the big TV that has that setting. But you're right. Like
I was watching Daredevil upstairs a few weeks ago, and it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad? Okay. And some of it, and that's the thing, if it's designed to have it in there, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm not going to fight you on that. I'll turn it on.
Yeah.
But no.
I think for the most part, we're going to have it off.
But yeah,
whenever we get one of
Christopher Nolan, the savior of TVs. And
seriously.
And the experience that we all deserve and we want that the director wants to give us.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes too much sense.
It really does.
And that's the thing, like, in going for Best Buy, because I've done this with Best Buy. I've bought a TV, and I've spent so much money at Best Buy that they came and calibrated our TV for free.
Yes.
What's the one thing he turned off? Motion blur.
Oh.
Like it was really weird, because I've never
Didn't he actually ask?
Oh yeah, I'm like, turn that crap off. Like he asked, like, do you like that? I'm like, no, I don't, because it looks stupid. He goes, he's pretty much like, my man. Like he knew that. I'm like, I know what's going on. And I've never seen the contraptions they did, because we had the lights, we had the lights off, turned them on, open windows. This was at our old place. Yeah. And he had like a light detector.
It was amazing.
And I was just like, I'm watching him do this. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
We need this every time.
And that's literally like, it's not free now, but I will probably drop $100 to get it calibrated.
Just like once we move again.
Yeah.
Once we move again, let's go ahead and get all our TVs calibrated. Because why not?
This is how I want to experience my TV and my movies.
Yes.
I don't want the motion blur. I don't need that.
No.
NVIDIA.
It makes movies look like soap operas.
And remember,
it's that look.
Remember that time we went and saw The Hobbit?
Oh.
And I chose poorly.
You did.
I chose.
I was just like, why
poorly.
are we watching it? Like, I think we were even buying the tickets, and I was just like, I don't want to see this. And you were just like, no, this is the new way to do it. And I was just like, I don't want to.
Well, and that's because Peter Jackson said this is how he envisioned it. That's the only reason I did this.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the motion blur, 120 hertz.
That was part of why we never saw the other two Hobbit movies.
And in 3D. And it was the strangest experience I've ever had in a movie.
Wasn't it even active 3D?
It was active 3D.
Which messes with me because of my astigmatism.
Yes. It was the weird, I kid you not, the weirdest experience I've ever had.
It was bordering on painful for me.
And you're right. That was kind of, well, also just a shitty movie. Yeah. Didn't need to be 3 movies. No. But it was also...
Shortest book. No need for 3 movies.
That was between that and just the experience itself. I'm like, no, I don't need to see the other 2. I'm good.
No.
So
I wouldn't mind streaming them sometime now. Like, now that they've been out for long enough. Maybe like next summer, I'll like sit down one day and just be like, you know what?
You know, I want to.
Let me watch some bad movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you have to have that.
You have to have that. You're right.
Once in a while, you're just like, I need some bad movies.
I need a crap movie in my life, and this is going to be it.
Mm-hmm. What else? Sorry, I was
No, you're fine.
Here
I was setting it up. It's that time again, everybody. It's Cumberwatch.
Dun dun.
Hey, Benedict.
What's going on?
What's going on, man?
Hey, guess what?
How's Doctor Strange 2 coming? What's up?
Guess what?
What's up?
He's going to be in a new movie.
Oh, he's going to be in a new movie? What's this movie?
With Jake Gyllenhaal. It's called Rio.
Already in. Jake Gyllenhaal has turned around on me for me too.
Other part?
Yep.
Did you see the director?
No, who's the director?
Edward Berger.
Give me Edward Berger. I know the name's coming into my head. Who is that?
He did Patrick Melrose.
Okay.
And Cumberbatch and Gyllenhaal are producing and starring in it.
Okay.
This is helmed by Luca Guadagnino, who did Call Me By Your Name.
Oh, fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So, and now I'm blanking out on what else Edward Berger has done, but I know that I've heard the name.
You said Patrick Melrose, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this one. Patrick Melrose, or Patrick Melrose is Benedict Cumberbatch's TV show on Showtime.
Okay.
I think that's where they're connected.
Yes. That's actually what it's talking about. Berger and Cumberbatch collaborated on the 5-episode Showtime miniseries, Patrick Melrose.
Heard that's fantastic too. I need Showtime.
Berger also did the first 2 hours of AMC's The Terror and the series Deutschland 83. And he won the International Emmy in 2016.
All right.
This is written by Stephen Knight.
Stephen Knight. No.
Stephen Knight.
Stephen Knight, okay.
Stephen Knight received an Oscar nomination for Dirty Pretty Things screenplay.
All right.
He was also the creator and executive producer of Peaky Blinders.
Heard that's pretty good. It's on Netflix.
He directed the movies from his own scripts. Hummingbird.
Okay.
Locke.
Okay.
Serenity.
Oh wow,
we have some good names on this movie.
That's some great names.
And it's a thriller.
Oh, I'm in.
So I'm so in.
Especially because
I prefer thrillers to horror.
Yeah, thrillers are so much better. And especially how it was Call Me By Your Name was directed.
Oh my God.
I was even in the movie, like the color palette, and I know that cinematography's up as well, but the color palette, everything about this movie, it lends itself to being a good thriller.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, beautiful love story.
Yes.
Call Me By Your Name. But this is called Rio?
Rio. I don't know why. I know nothing about the movie, and that's okay. I don't know if it takes place in Rio. I don't know if the main character's name is Rio. And guess how many craps I give?
None.
I don't care because of who's in it.
Who's in it?
I'm down.
Who's behind it? 100%.
Yes.
And that's been Cumberbatch. Watch. Crap. Oh, wait. Stop.
Come on. You're better than this.
I'm better. I'm sorry.
You're better than this.
And that's been Cumberwatch.
Dun dun.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, let's move into video games.
Yeah.
Do this.
We have a facepalm, but it's coming later.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do have a facepalm. I was like, what is our facepalm? I completely forgot.
No. It's later.
It's later. All right. That's
okay.
Right.
So I have something else that I have to do before January.
You know, the more crap that is getting piled onto you.
Oh my goodness.
About this specific game, I'm like, wow, I have plenty of time to play hundreds of different games between now and then. Yeah. Plenty of hours.
Oh, I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna get through all of it, even if I only watch the cutscenes for the portable games.
All right.
So
tell me,
Kingdom Hearts 3 has some mini games because Kingdom Hearts is known for its mini games.
Absolutely.
So Kingdom Hearts 3 has some Game & Watch style classic mini games built into it.
That's awesome.
And I think Kingdom Hearts Recoded has the same kind of mini games.
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
I haven't gotten to that yet.
Okay.
But they've got all these mini games, and they're currently in the mobile game Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. I know it has an X, but it's pronounced cross because it's Japanese.
Yes.
And if you go through and play these games, which I have not had a chance to do yet, but
what is wrong with you?
I've seen the loading screen.
Okay.
I have at least downloaded the patch.
Okay, I was like, whoa, cool.
I have at least
You've
downloaded
seen a
the
loading
patch.
screen. Okay, I'm like,
well,
where is
no,
this going?
like you can either go into the main game or you can play the mini games.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So I haven't had a chance to start the mini games yet, but it actually unlocks this really cool what's it called? Starlight Keyblade. And I'm so excited. It's got a purple handle. It's got a silver key length, and it's got a star where the tines stick up. It looks so pretty.
Now, if you can't tell, Rose is excited. How excited? She's stumbling over her words, legitimately fangirling, freaking out. It's cute. I love it. And I'm glad you love this game a lot. This is actually really cool.
It's really cool. I think it's awesome.
It's a little cheap, but also cool to keep Kingdom Hearts, because God knows Kingdom Hearts is never in anyone's head at any time of the day.
It's always in my head.
It's always there. It is always there. But now it's like,
Kingdom
all right,
Hearts.
It's kind of like,
got to get the key to Kingdom Hearts.
It's kind of like it's slowly counting down to Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, all right, you can get a Keyblade for playing our mobile game. Thank you for playing our mobile game.
Here's the thing. They'll send you a code so that you can unlock the Keyblade in either the PS4 version or the Xbox One version. So
it's
a good way to do it.
It's a great way to do it. I dig it. It's just more funny to me that they're really, the buildup is starting to happen now. And everyone is excited. They got to start
early, man.
They started freaking 12, 15 years ago. The buildup for this game is almost to a point that I honestly don't believe it will make the
hype.
The hype. I'm
And
getting
it
to
might
that
not.
point. Like, and nothing
might
against Kingdom
not.
Hearts.
But like the thing with it is that the fans of Kingdom Hearts like love Disney and this game and Final Fantasy so much that it almost doesn't matter because it's just coming out, and that right there lives up to the hype. Like that's almost to the point it is.
Fair. Okay.
Plus it's the same director.
True.
And like he's done a really good job crafting the story.
Uh-huh.
And like it's so intricate that he even has a hard time keeping up with it sometimes.
I remember reading that article about him or what he said about the game.
I love the care that he has poured into this, and that's part of why I'm so okay with how long this has taken, and also how long Final Fantasy VII Remake is taking, because he's directing both.
Like, he's directing both, isn't he?
Yes, he's directing both.
Okay.
So I'm just like, you know what? I don't really care how long it takes, because so long as it's done with heart, it's going to be fine, because this is Kingdom Hearts, and you have to put your heart into it.
Rose 2018.
Yes. I stand by my words.
I know you do. So you found an interesting article.
Yeah.
That I should have read.
You should have. I read you like half of it.
You read me like half of it as we were driving around.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of dig this because I am fully vested in this game now. It's a little insane.
Soon I will be.
And soon you will be too. So you found, and this is from Polygon, right? Yep, Polygon.
Yeah. So look up on Polygon, want Overwatch to get rid of loot boxes? It might get more expensive. Because the whole breakdown of everything is insane.
It is, because you read me some of this stuff, and I'm like, oh wow. So just overview this. I mean, what's this about?
Okay, so this guy like breaks down how much you would spend in loot boxes current with how everything is set up right now, because we know how Overwatch's loot boxes work and the percentages and everything, because they had to release it for China.
This guy being Daniel Friedman. I just looked up his name. No, it's actually Fried. F-R-I-A.
Friedman.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's German. You pronounce the second letter.
Yeah. Hey, you got learned too on Couch. This isn't Couch Grades, this is Couch of Randomness. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Whatever it is.
All right, it breaks down loot boxes.
It breaks down all the loot boxes. Like he tells you how much you would spend per year if all that you buy are the loot boxes for each month-long event.
Okay.
And how much you would spend per year with that to get all of the skins. Like if you didn't play at all, no grinding. Or like if you're willing to pay for the minimum amount of loot boxes and grind for the rest, like it breaks down everything. You could spend up to $480 a year on Overwatch to get all of the legendary skins for each of the events.
And you're talking about when each of the events, you're meaning like the summer games,
the 6 events,
Halloween, Christmas, the Chinese or Lunar New Year.
Yeah, Lunar New Year. I'm trying to find, because he actually said what the 6 events were. Like the anniversary edition.
And there's
Oh, here it is. So Summer Games in August, Halloween in October, Winter Wonderland in December, Lunar New Year in February, Overwatch lore-based archives event in April, and the anniversary event in June.
Okay. I was wondering, like, because I'll dig through the loot boxes, or I'll dig through the skins, and one of the times it shows up, like you can't buy it, but it'll be like on the archive loot from the archived loot boxes. And my assumption was it's just out there, luck of the draw to get it. So it's an actual event.
Oh. Happens in April.
Oh, holy hell! I was not aware of that.
Yes.
Okay, that's actually really cool.
So like if you got all of the loot boxes with the law of probabilities, where you either get it from the loot box or you get enough coins to buy the other skins that you need, then you would be spending $480 per year on Overwatch to get everything, basically.
To get everything?
So
480 divided by 12. So you're $40 a month.
Yeah.
You're spending $40 a month on Overwatch.
Or if you're willing to grind and get like all the weekly boxes, the bonuses, this, that, and the other thing, you could cut that in half and spend $240 a month per year. $240 per year. So that's about $20 a month.
Okay.
So, I mean, not that bad, but then like he breaks down how Overwatch has you pay for like the team outfits.
Yes, the team.
For Overwatch League. Like you can buy those. He based it on the Mercy skin that you could buy for the pink one, which is so cute.
I cannot believe I was like 2 weeks removed from that.
Cute.
I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm getting in. And I had it. That's the worst part. I had Overwatch during that.
Yeah, you did.
I was like, you know what,
and I was
the
just
time.
like, you should get it.
Now's
and
the
you were
time.
just like, nah.
Now's the time to get into it. And I was just 2 weeks removed from that. And I'm pissed off because I really want that.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. And then there were 2 other skins for an Overwatch All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, All-Star Weekend was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was in August. It was a special Tracer skin for the Atlantic region and a Genji skin for the Pacific region. And you could only buy those. And they were like $10 each. Like you have to purchase in-game currency. In-game currency to get these skins. So I mean, right now you can get loot boxes. You can get 50 loot boxes for $40.
Yeah.
Where you get at least 3 legendary skins. Like this guy watched a ton of videos and most of the time it was 4 or 5 legendary skins.
See, I hate saying that. I think I'm going to start doing this because I love the game in general. I think the game's great. I just now stumbled upon the weekly challenges where you can get loot boxes. And it was actually what's funny is I didn't register it in the sense of when I was doing the Diva grind to get her sponsorship mech outfit.
Yeah.
I didn't register that, oh, this is a weekly thing that I could just keep on doing. And then we were watching Girl Gamer Gab.
Yeah.
And she said something and I'm like, wait, what is this?
What?
And I came in, I legitimately came into the office and I'm like, let me load up Overwatch. And I was like, oh, the Bushin.
The arcade.
Yeah, the arcade.
Yeah.
It was the arcade and the
Busan
map.
Busan, I think.
The new map.
It's Korean, so I don't know.
The new map came out and I was like, oh, 6-on-6. You can kind of learn the map and that's the only map you're going to play. I'm like, all right, I'm in. And then I looked at right above the menu. I'm like, mother of God, if I win 3 matches or I win 9 matches in a week, I'm going to get 3 loot boxes on top of leveling up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh crap. And then there's there's actually kind of a weird last man standing.
Yeah.
And if you're number 1 on that one, you get a loot box. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, John didn't realize how easy it was to get loot boxes.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
So it's one of those, you don't have to spend as much money as you thought.
No, you don't. I don't. And I'm not going to. That being said, I do, I started looking into how to get these. We found this article. Yeah. Another article we read was saying during the month-long special events, don't buy anything until the very end. Yeah. Because can just grind.
They'll drop
exactly
last year's stuff. So buy last year's stuff and then they'll give you this year's stuff in loot boxes.
Yes. And then go and individually buy the ones that you want.
Yeah. Because they're 3,000.
Yeah.
Instead of 1,000.
So like the grind alone should get you
most of what you want.
And
it should get you most of the stuff.
And my problem personally with me is I'm a collector. Yeah. And I hate that.
Oh, that's okay. I'm about to jump into Overwatch and I'm just like, God, how much money are we going to spend?
And I want to spend the least amount as possible. I do plan on getting the $40 one every now and then, just randomly. You know what? I feel like doing
because why not?
But it's one of those things like, I know it's dumb to try and get everything. I do. And I'm because my other thing is I'm not going to play with everybody. Yeah. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm okay with getting some loot boxes and then taking that cash and getting the skins that I want for my mains. Exactly. And that's probably
I don't have to have skins for everybody.
And that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. And I'm swallowing the pill for the Overwatch League team jerseys. That one is like, all right,
but I could see getting all of them for a specific one team.
Yes, absolutely.
Which will still be like $115.
Yeah. And I'm fine with that.
But even then, I might only get it just for my mains. Like, I don't necessarily have to get the skin for every single character.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I'm sitting at too. Just because, I mean, they announced new teams for season 2 of Overwatch. And Paris is coming, so you're going to be Paris. Since we live in since we live in Dallas, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Dallas Fuel. Yeah. Because home team, why not? And we're going to be at the House Divided. I think it'll be fun, though, because we're starting to watch as we're recording this, the World Cup's going on right now. Yeah. And I know
the Overwatch World Cup.
Paris is next week. So I'm actually interested to watch that because
I'm excited.
That might be a hint at some of the players that might be on the Paris team.
So
and I'm in.
Yeah.
And maybe it won't give us an idea of their colors, but I still want to know what the Paris what.
I mean, it has to be like Les Bleus.
Yes, that's true.
Because that's their national soccer team. So it's got to be something like that.
True. And what's the name's going to be? The Paris Saboteurs. That's my name. That's what I want them to do. The Paris Saboteurs, because I think that would be just on the nose good.
Yeah.
Just on the nose,
that would be really
great
cool.
team. And I will probably get some of their merch too, depending on the logo.
Yeah.
Depending on the logo.
I'm excited to see what they come up with.
If you can't tell, I love Overwatch. I went and bought the art book. We read the book. I'm really can't believe I'm 2 years off of this game.
Seriously.
Even though I bought this game the day it came out. No one wanted to play with me.
I know.
And I didn't register how the game worked, so I didn't like it at the time.
Also, they've set it up better since then.
They really, really have.
They've made things better. Plus, now you have it on the computer. Because when you first got it was the Xbox.
Yes. The computer's so much better. I'm going back and I'm going to buy all my first-person shooters on the computer.
Yeah.
Unless it's with the team.
Yep. Squad goals.
Squad goals. All right. Talk to me about Africa's first Comic-Con.
Africa had their first Comic-Con.
And continuing on. No, actually, I think this is really cool. I love that the nerd geek culture is now breaking barriers or crossing countries, which it has been for a while, but now it's publicized because of the internet.
Exactly.
And this is just absolutely awesome.
And like, I love that, like, this Comic-Con was in South Africa. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they highlighted African artists as much as possible, like African comic artists.
Awesome.
Or comic book artists, like and writers. And like I can only imagine how awesome the cosplay was.
Oh yeah. I would figure that'd be amazing. And how many people went as Black Panther?
Oh.
I mean, that movie alone broke so many barriers and so many walls. Yeah. And that is fantastic. We need more of that.
I'm hoping that the next season of Luke Cage leans into that.
Yes. And I
would love it if they did, because we just finished
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage season 1.
And there were like the Method Man episode that's what I've been wanting.
Yeah.
I've been wanting the people to rally around Luke.
Yeah.
And the last episode kind of really put it together for me.
Tried to
at least. And I
think it was the second to last.
And that's what we were talking about. Quick side note on that one is just, to me, Luke Cage was missing heart.
Yeah.
And the Method Man episode, when he was there, that was the heart I was looking for. And I'm like, where was this for 10 damn episodes?
Seriously.
Where was this?
It popped up once in a while, and that was about it. So.
But yeah, I think this is cool that Africa got its first Comic-Con, that it's really, at the end of the day, the nerd geek culture is all inclusive to everyone. And we're starting to see it actually become that. It's still a toxic place to be, let's be honest.
Well, it's the internet.
But it's the internet's fault. But I love that they did in Johannesburg, like, key up or star African comics and artists.
Yeah.
What you said, I love that so much. And I would love to go. I would actually love to go to this. It would be great.
But we just need to go to a Comic-Con.
We just need to go to a Comic-Con. Emerald City. I'm in for Emerald City.
Oh, I would love to go to Emerald City Comic-Con.
I know Michael and Brandy are too, because damn Pops.
Yes.
Because that's the best place to find the Pops. And
honestly,
the Pop Factory.
Any Comic-Con has a few exclusive Pops.
Yes.
So it happens.
All right. I was thinking about skipping this, but I think it's too cool not to. So we all need to learn, right? Learning is a magical thing that needs to continue on.
As John said on our stream yesterday when we were trying to come up with a title, learning is fun.
Learning is fun. Yes.
Yes.
And I'm going to continue that.
John, 2018.
2018, exactly. And what got me was I just stumbled upon this article from Gizmodo, and I started digging into it. I'm like, wait, what did that article say? These scientists formed a Fortnite squad to teach players about climate change.
I love that so much.
And I'm just like, okay, you got me.
Yeah.
Let me read this article. And this is from Catherine Hayo. She is a climate scientist. And she actually posted on Twitter saying, the climate science webinar I uploaded to YouTube last week had 1,000 views. The Fortnite FPP video my 11-year-old uploaded yesterday has 10,000 views.
Yeah.
Seeing the disconnect of just in general life, video games versus important things that we need to know, that climate change is
what's going on with climate change?
real, and what's happening, and what's happening because of it.
Yeah.
So, MIT graduate student Henry Drake got to thinking, why don't we just invade Fortnite, put together a squad with other climate scientists, and play the game, but talk about climate change.
I love this.
And you're like,
I love it so much.
damn, why didn't we think of this?
Seriously.
I mean, instead of bringing the students to us,
Let's go to the students.
let's go to the students.
Yeah.
Because they will probably pay attention more.
Yeah, slightly.
Slightly is better than
is
not.
better than nothing.
And I think this is absolutely fantastic that to learn, to teach, to get information out there, we're using different methods. This is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
This is absolutely insane that these scientists decided to do this. And damn, do I not tip my hat to you, because it's genius.
Yes.
Just genius to teach something about climate change, something that is important to this world.
Yeah.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. I love it. I need to figure out when they're streaming, because I'd like to watch, just to see what they're talking about.
It almost sounded like it was a one-time thing.
It probably was. But still, kudos for thinking outside the box.
For trying something different.
Because I'm not going to lie, as much as it sounds like a climate change webinar, sounds boring.
It does.
I hate saying that. I'll pay attention to one for a little, but I'm going to be like, what?
Yeah. But I mean, you put them into Fortnite now. I mean, at least people will sit there and watch it.
Yes.
And at least be listening to some of the information.
Absolutely. And then especially if you get some of the other scientists to jump in and watch and start asking questions to lead.
Yeah, something.
Just to kind of get a conversation going.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. I still have yet to go back and kind of start tallying all the face palms.
Uh-huh.
But I think this is number 3 for this company.
Yeah,
I think this is number 3. Hey, Nintendo.
I feel like it's more.
I think it probably is more. Hey, Nintendo. Yeah. This is 2018. I'm going to start out by saying that. This is 2018. Mm-hmm. This cloud save crap that you're doing? Not cool, boo-boo. Not cool.
Not at all.
You get the facepalm of the week. So, cloud saves for the Xbox and for the PlayStation.
They're amazing.
Lifesavers. Unless you're Jon and forget to back it up on a different PlayStation
that happens.
And lose 20 hours of Bloodborne, but whatever. That's my own fault.
Okay.
I will never forget that again.
No.
Xbox's is slightly easier because it just does it.
It just saves.
Just does it. So, but here's the thing, Nintendo. Why don't all of your games support cloud backup on your system? I'd like to know that.
And why is it the big games that are not going to be supporting cloud saves?
I mean, so you have the games that they've specifically said are not going to do cloud save. Pokemon Let's Go and Splatoon 2. Those are the two big ones.
Yeah. And then there's fine print for third-party titles like NBA 2K19, FIFA 19, Dead Cells, and Dark Souls Remastered.
Oh, shit. I didn't know Dead Cells was going to do it. That sucks. And okay, I understand discretion for third party. I'm not going to fight that one.
Yeah, that's up to them.
That's up to them. Nintendo's your first party crap that I'm like,
yeah.
But why? And I know your reasoning behind it. And your reasoning behind it is you don't want people
to deter cheaters.
You don't want people to clone like the file or the program file for give me a Pokemon Squirtle, I don't know, and just trade that Pokemon and then figure out how to add that file back into your game.
That's not what it is.
What is it?
You could go back to a save file.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can
double the Pokemon.
And double the Pokemon. That's
like you could get the Pokemon back because you revert to an earlier save file. And I'm just like, but how would you do that without losing the Pokemon that you traded for? But I don't know how that works.
The coding of it. The coding of it is something like that. I don't understand this because I thank you for doing it for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 120 hours into that game.
Yes.
I haven't picked up in a while. I need to do the DLC. I understand.
Yeah.
What Pokemon is a big damn game. You put some hours into that.
Probably.
And you're going to tell me I can't back up my save just in case something happens to my Switch.
Seriously.
And I'm not going to lie. My Switch is scaring me a little bit. It's a little bit louder in the fan. I know the battery's expanded just a little bit. If you look down on my Switch, you see it spacing out a little bit. And I'm holding on hope that like version 2.0 of the Switch comes out, or at least gets announced next E3, Nintendo. Just because it'll be 2 years removed. And that's usually about your time when you're like, all right, it's time to have the minuscule step upgrade.
I mean, they've also started having special edition ones with Pokemon and with Smash. So, I mean, if they come out with a special edition that you really want, I'm fine with it.
I know, and I can transfer the data that way. Yeah. But I can't transfer it to the cloud.
Yeah. That's a problem.
All right, Nintendo. I mean, I always say Nintendo do what Nintendo do, but Nintendo don't do this. You just give us the access to back up all of our crap because we're loyal people. Yeah. I'll pay $60. I will.
I mean, that's the thing. I know that a lot of people are upset about the online service now being paid.
And that's Tuesday. That's tomorrow listening to this. That's actually tomorrow.
Yeah. And I just kind of sit there going, who cares? It's $20 a year.
Yeah, it's true. And you're right. And I see both sides because I've had this free for a year and a half, almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
So now I have to pay for it. That's bullshit, Nintendo. But I
get that.
You're right. I'm with you on that one. But it's $20 a year or $35 for a family. It's not like it's Xbox or PlayStation where it's $60 a year.
Yeah.
That one I'll give you. I'll let you go. You know what? You're right. That's absolute crap to go from free to 60. But this is free to 20.
That being said, we're also using it more as $20 to play the games that they offer with it.
We're paying $20 for Virtual Console.
Now, that being said, you could go on to Xbox and get their Game Pass for $10 a month. So there's $60 a year. So Nintendo is already cheaper than that, too.
$120 a year. If it's $10 a month, 12 months in a year, it's $120 a year for Xbox Game Pass.
True.
Yes.
You are very right.
Yep.
I can't do math.
It's cool. Don't worry about it.
It's not surprising.
But yeah, you're right. And that's the thing. Like this $20 a year, I actually don't have a problem with it. It's not a big deal to me because it's $20. Yeah. I understand the principle behind it where that's kind of crap. But I'm also looking at it going, and I think you said this, is we're alpha testers for the free version. We're now beta testers for this $20 version.
Yeah.
Because there's no way $20 is going to sustain the Virtual Console and servers. There's no way.
I'm also really hoping that with version 2.0 of the Switch, they figure out how to do the voice chat.
Yes.
Because that right there will actually get us to buy two 2.0 Switches.
Yes. I mean, damn. Discord even said, Nintendo, if you need help, we'll do it.
Yeah.
We will do it. And you're like,
please, just
that's
let them
actually
do
a good idea because everybody loves Discord. It's fantastic. It's awesome.
I use Discord to do multiplayer in Stardew Valley, and it's fantastic.
All right. I mean, Nintendo, that's the facepalm. I can't believe this crap. Yeah. But you know what? You did do nice. You gave us a direct. So let's end this podcast just talking about the direct and everything that we can or that we got excited for.
Yeah.
What was your... Give me two things that you absolutely loved from this direct.
Can I give you three?
Fine. Give me three things.
I can give you three.
Okay. What are your three things you absolutely love?
Board games.
Okay.
And Final Fantasy.
Okay.
And Animal Crossing.
There you go.
Animal Crossing!
We finally got Animal Crossing announced for the Switch.
It's coming next year.
I'm
so excited.
I want to say.
I hope there's some good multiplayer.
I do too.
Multiplayer with that.
I'm going to put this out there.
Mm-hmm.
Go listen back to the podcast. I said it was coming out in 2019.
Oh, I know.
I was right. Now, if I'm right on the date of it being like March or April, I'm gonna be actually very proud of myself. That would be
there
great.
Will be no living with him.
There will be no living with me. And you're right. Okay, so my top three things.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Final Fantasy is one of them. It was really funny. Michael was over and we were watching the direct, and we were like, they announced 15 Pocket Edition, and I'm like, that's awesome.
That's cute.
That's cute. I'm whatever. I'm like, I really want one. I want Final Fantasy 1, and I want to start going through. And they're like, oh, that's not it. We're gonna give you these Final Fantasy games, the old ones, and I'm like, oh my god, they gave us 7. Good enough. I'm down with this. I've never
and 9.
and 9.
9
I've never
is
played a
apparently
Final
really
Fantasy.
good.
I've never played a Final Fantasy, and I'm like, I'm in for this. Let's do this.
So as a quick rundown, we have Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition right now. Coming this year is World of Final Fantasy Maxima and Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody.
Now, I want you to
Buddy spelled like, hey, you're my buddy.
Hey, all right. I want you to give everyone a Chocobo.
Chocobo!
There it is. I love that. That's fantastic.
And then coming next year, we've got Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which is a four-player multiplayer game.
I'm actually in for that one.
I'm so excited.
I'm actually in for that.
We need 2 more people.
Yep.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 9.
Okay.
I don't know why they skipped 8. Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2. And Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age, which I don't know much about, but is apparently amazing for its battle system.
The battle system, and I want to say that's the one where you can like quote unquote speed run it, so you can speed up time.
Yeah,
so,
that's it.
I mean, apparently it's so vast, and it's kind of like, oh god, really?
Yeah, like you can travel at double speed or whatever.
Like that. All right, so
that's kind of cool.
My next thing that I'm actually excited for, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah, have you played in Luigi's Mansion yet? I have not.
I bought Dark Moon.
Dark Side.
Is it Dark Side of the Moon?
No, I think it's Dark Moon.
Dark Moon.
I think you're right.
I bought it a couple years ago, and it wasn't my jam. But here's why it wasn't my jam. I have giant hands.
Yeah.
My hands are really big, and playing the 3DS hurts.
Yeah. And we need to find a better grip for you.
Yeah, and I know which one I want to buy. I just haven't bought it yet. But that was my thing. Like I loved the game. I loved the idea behind it. And so I was like, all right, I'll buy it. And I can't do this for very long.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I can get vested in a game and I can go for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And I could see that one being one of those games, but it just hurts so much that I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I think I traded it in, unfortunately.
I think you did. I don't remember.
See,
but I'm not too worried about it because I'm also excited to get the original Luigi's Mansion, because honestly, sometimes I just want a little snack of a game.
Yeah, and that's
and that game's like 5 hours, and I'm just like, I'm okay with that.
We have it on the GameCube. I know that.
We have the GameCube, but I'm excited to have it portable.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the 3DS.
And then so with Luigi's Mansion 3, we're getting it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Which now leads me to believe we're going to get remasters of 1 and 2.
There's a good chance, but I don't know how much they used the touchscreen in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Good point. But I mean, even so, I mean, you can actually, The World Ends With Us, that video game that's coming out, is not supposed to be played on the TV.
Isn't it The World Ends With You?
Oh, The World Ends With You. Apparently that is not, you are not supposed to play that on the TV.
Oh, no, I think it's only available in handheld mode.
In handheld mode, which apparently that's a fantastic game.
Apparently so.
I'm
kind of excited about that.
It was on the 3DS or the DS. I'm just going to wait for it.
I kind of want to get it on the 3DS, but I love my 3DS.
Yeah, that's true. You do.
Because it doesn't hurt me.
Yeah.
So that helps. I know.
And then I'm trying to think of...
Katamari Damacy Reroll is coming out, which John tried playing the original Katamari Damacy.
On the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
You can go check it out on our YouTube channel, YouTube/The Geek Level. Having
more luck with Donut County.
I am actually. I really do. I love that game. That's fantastic. Yeah. But yeah, Katamari Damacy. I think I will pick this one up.
I understand that.
I think I'm actually going to try it again. It seems like
might
a little.
As well.
Now that I'm understanding.
Also, now that you have a better grip for your Switch.
Yes, I did kickstart the Satisfy grip.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. It doesn't hurt my hands.
5 minutes you've played with it.
Yes. I like that we're getting the NES games off of Switch Online, which that needs a better name, but whatever.
Oh.
And what was the other thing? I like that Nintendo is releasing NES controller Joy-Cons.
That's pretty cool.
That was where both Michael and I kind of looked at each other and both of our mouths dropped.
Yeah.
Because we were like, that is actually really awesome because it's a very nostalgic thing, especially with what the Switch and what Nintendo's trying to do is play together.
Yeah.
And now me as a 30-year-old man-child adult thing and my little nephews who are 6, 5
and 3.
I don't know. I'm a horrible uncle. And I can give them this controller now and they can play with Uncle John and understand what it was like to play games when I was a lad.
Oh my God.
I think I actually really like that. And there's something nostalgic about playing the NES games with an NES controller.
By the way, the 5-year-old loves Minecraft so far.
Yes, exactly. So I think that's cool. New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe.
Yeah.
That's probably my number one because I actually really loved this game on the Switch.
I keep forgetting that you had it.
Yeah.
I loved it on the Wii U.
The Wii U. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
On the Wii U. I never picked up New Super Luigi.
Yeah, so that's coming.
That's coming. I'm glad this is packaged together.
Yeah.
And that makes me actually really happy. And apparently there's like 148 levels with both versions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm in.
So I'm excited. And plus, I get to play as Peachette.
That's weird, though.
I know, it looks so weird.
Cute as hell.
But, like, that will actually allow me to try and play with you without driving both of us absolutely crazy because I die every 30 seconds. Instead, I only die every minute.
Yeah, because she doesn't die. She technically doesn't die.
Yeah, so it'll be fine.
And that weird rabbit thing is invincible if you really want to play like
Nabbit.
that. Nabbit, that's right.
I kind of want to play as Nabbit just to annoy Brandy.
I'm with
Love
you
you, Brandy.
I understand that. I think that, you know what? I forgot about this game. This is probably the game that I'm most excited about.
I'm always down for an RPG.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm excited for Town. Now, the main reason I'm excited for Town is it's from Game Freak.
Yeah.
Which does Pokemon.
Yes.
And it's weird to see that name with a different game.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, what? What's happening with this?
Everything in this game happens in one town.
Yes.
And I'm just like, that is kind of interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, I'm hoping it's another nice little snacky game.
I hope
it's
so
just
too.
a few hours long.
Well,
and it's not like 60 hours. It's not like $60.
It's a freaking JRPG. Are you kidding me?
So like 20 hours long.
There you go.
Nice little snack of an RPG.
Okay. I could see them probably doing that, but I agree that being in one town and you don't have to go to the mountain to find the princess, and she will forge you a stone that you can bring back over here, and I can tell you, no, that's the wrong stone, stupid. You need to go that direction to the west and get the wind stone.
I'm sure that will still happen.
I'm sure
like from one end of town to the other.
That's kind of like,
that's going to happen.
You need to go to Sarah's shop. Nope, I'm sorry. I meant you.
You need to go to Mary's shop.
Yeah, you need to go to Mary's shop.
You idiot. Cool. Why didn't you know that?
Oh, that's not the right one. You need to go to the sea and sail.
I need the dark blue one, not the light blue one.
Oh, I'm sorry. You need this specific type of coin, which is only available in the DLC coming out next year. And screw you. No, I don't want that crap. I just want it contained.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's interesting to me. It feels like it's going to be contained.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see how that works.
City Skylines, that's the next one.
On this list.
Cool.
Nifty. I mean, I'll probably try it because I like SimCity type games. I'm really honestly excited for Yoshi's Crafted World. You know what? I think that looks really cute. Like, that's the kind of platformer that I'm okay with trying.
Yes.
Where I'm just like, okay, this will give me more than one chance to try these things. So I like that.
I like the idea of this game. One, art style is absolutely fantastic.
It's so cute.
Labo support needs to happen. It makes too much sense for it not to. And I really do. I mean, when you watch the trailer, you're like, you go, it's a side scroller, so you go from left to right. But then you can go behind everything.
Yeah, there's a behind the scenes mode.
Yes.
Where you go from right to left.
Oh, no, you go backwards. You turn back around.
Yeah.
And you go from left to right again.
Oh, okay.
But But
you're going backwards through the stage.
You're going back through the stage, which is technically a completely different stage. And you're on the other side of the
backdrop.
Yeah. So it's technically, so you have two stages in one stage.
Yeah.
The intricacy of that as a game is insane to do that.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it. That I think this will be a lot better than I'm anticipating. I'm in for it. Not gonna lie, playing Yoshi's Woolly World beat me, but I think that's because I was being super annoying. You were.
I was being super annoying, and I know that.
And it just.
But I love that game on my 3DS.
I believe that. I believe
it's so much fun.
So I'm
Plus the amiibos for it.
The amiibos are cute.
Super adorable.
Still missing one. We're talking about Final Fantasy.
And then at the very end of the direct.
Before we do that one, remember there's the Kirby's Ultimate Yarn for the 3D.
No, Kirby's Mega Epic Yarn.
Mega
or
Epic Yarn?
Epic Mega Yarn.
It's whatever the one that came out on the Wii.
Yeah.
And it's coming to the
And I'll try that.
3DS. I'm kind of with you. I'm like, I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Why not?
Just a nice little
Oh,
game for my
right.
3DS.
The one on the Wii U is Kirby and the Rainbow Road.
The Rainbow Road.
I was like, what is the Wii U version one called? There's a Wii U version one, and I could not remember it.
Forgot about that.
And then, so the direct ended, and I wasn't
home.
You weren't home.
So I saw all kinds of tweets about it, and then so I kind of knew what happened at the end.
I loved that it was the new president of Nintendo doing this direct.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
I'm in for this. Thank you very much. And so Animal Crossing pops up. Like, you're with Isabelle. And you're like, all right.
She's so cute, and she's such a hard worker.
This was what we were expecting.
She's the best mayor's assistant.
We were expecting Animal Crossing to be announced for the Switch. Absolutely. Let's do this. And you're just like, as I'm sitting here watching, this is really cute. We're dragging this out a little too long. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then what's the mailman's name? Bill? Is it Bill? Pete?
Yeah.
Bill? Pete? Whatever.
Now you're making me question everything.
The mailman shows up and gives Isabelle a letter. Yeah. And you're like, oh, good. Now they're actually going to announce Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And Isabelle walks.
She gets an invite.
She gets an invite.
She's so cute about it.
And she freaks out that she's going to be in Smash.
She's going to be my main. I'm so excited. She's so cute with all her attacks. Oh my God. It's going to be so hard to win with her, but it's so hard for me to win anyway. It doesn't matter.
And I find this so funny that she's always smiling.
Yeah.
And she's going to beat someone's ass.
Oh, absolutely.
And
she is my spirit animal.
And I'm just like, oh my God.
Oh
my God. I couldn't handle it in that sense because I'm like, she's probably going to be weirdly OP'd because she's so cute. I mean, granted, it's going to be balanced fantastically. But
I'm sure.
I was just like, wow, I could see her being that, damn it, they got Isabelle. Crap, we're screwed because she has an attack. Like, she's balanced to stop everyone. Mm-hmm. It would just be very cool to see that.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, cool.
She's got to get out her rage somehow.
I mean, and it sounds like we have one more person that's going to get announced. That's what I'm reading on the internet. Just there's one more place. Like on Wario64's Twitter, he actually showed a picture of the
whole banner that has all
the whole banner
20 gazillion fighters.
Isabelle showed up on this banner, and there's
and the Isabelle amiibo looks so cute.
Oh shit! I forgot
there's an Isabelle amiibo. Another one. I'm gonna have 3 Isabelle amiibos.
Oh no!
Oh, I have a problem
about that. Oh God!
Yeah,
I forgot about the Smash Brother amiibos.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yep. All the amiibos. They will all be mine.
So there's one place on the mural of Smash Brothers that people are like, all right, there's one more person missing.
There has to be one more.
And then in the collector's edition of the Smash Switch that's coming out, if you look on the sides, there's one more spot.
One more spot on the box.
There was 2 spots missing. Isabelle's not on this. So they're like, all right, Isabelle's going to be one. Yeah. So there's one more person missing.
Has to be.
Who is it going to be? I don't know. People are saying Banjo-Kazooie. I don't even have a guess.
I think it would be hilarious to have Spyro, just because Spyro has already done a Toys to Life. So I think that would be really cool to get a Spyro amiibo.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think that'll be it at all.
I still wish it was going to be Shovel Knight and not Shovel Knight being a sister.
Yeah,
I wanted Shovel Knight to be the fighter.
Yeah.
But I couldn't even think of who could possibly be coming to Smash. Yeah. I don't know. I do not know.
And then we got the thing that I was super excited for, which I didn't see from all the tweets. So it was a surprise once I actually watched the direct.
Oh, nice.
And it was Animal Crossing.
Yeah, Tom Nook is just, all right, well, Isabelle's gone.
Yay. She better be back for the game.
I mean, everyone is smashing, and what's the other one they said?
I don't remember. Oh, I didn't care. I was too excited.
They were doing the mobile game. That's what they were talking about.
Yeah, Pocket Camp.
Everyone's camping and smashing.
Yep.
Well, I guess I need to have places for people to come stay at, so I'm going to start my work now. And it just literally did the Metroid Prime for Animal Crossing coming 2019.
2019.
I'm like, all right, cool. Yes. I mean, I'm down with that. There's going to be an Animal Crossing Switch.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen.
It's going to happen, and I'm excited. This is the one that I want to be in on the ground floor.
Yes.
Because that's always been my problem with Animal Crossing games. I jump in after everyone's done and I'm like,
oh, I would still play with you.
I know you would, but I want to be...
I would still 100% play with you.
Again, the problem with the 3DS is...
I know, it
giant
hurts.
hands. It hurts.
I get that.
So I'm excited for the Switch one. We'll get it day one. I have to. I was...
Pre-purchase that thing.
Pre-purchase the thing. Was there anything on the Direct that you were looking for that didn't happen?
No, I got Animal Crossing.
Valid point. You got Animal Crossing.
How about you?
I was disappointed in one thing.
Which one?
I still believe Metroid Prime HD remake is coming. And I was really, really hoping they were going to go...
Yeah, you've been saying that.
Christmas. I really was like,
I get that.
if they drop this at Christmas, that's going to be insane.
Yeah.
But I still think it's coming. I'm just going to keep on pushing it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't think Metroid Prime 4, I think that's going to be their holiday November release.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to get, I think that weird Direct right before E3 or E3.
Yeah.
That comes out and they're like, oh, the Metroid Prime trilogy's out.
I think
now.
that would be an E3 thing because that's too big.
That's too big not to do it. And as long as they do it with the out now.
Yeah.
That's what I really, and that's what I'm hinging on. It's going to be the out now, not coming this date. It's
I don't know.
Out now. I want that to happen
so.
because I want to try the Metroid Prime trilogy, even though I own it.
Yeah, but try it on the go.
Try it on the go. Exactly. The Switch is fantastic.
While we're playing while we're watching other TV.
Yep. All right. Do you have anything else for this podcast? This fun Nintendo driven crazy trailer Cumberbatch.
Things we're stupidly excited for.
Things we're stupidly excited for. You have anything?
This has been a very good podcast.
This has been a great podcast.
I've gotten fangirl.
Yes, you did.
It's amazing.
Multiple times.
Yes.
Multiple times. All right. Well, you know what? You can find us on your favorite podcasting network. We are the Couch of Randomness. We're on Apple Podcast,
Google Play, Stitcher,
SoundCloud. No.
Spotify.
That's the one I was looking for. Last FM. We put the audio version up on YouTube as well. We are at the Geek Level on YouTube. Come hang out with us every single day. We put videos up about us playing video games.
At least once a day.
Sometimes twice a day. If you want to see our pretty faces live and in action, John doing manly screams.
So many manly screams.
We are on Twitch. We are Couchcapades Plays on Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
Easiest way to find all of this, though, is look for us on Twitter. On Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, we are the Geek Level.
Yes, we are. You know what? And we've had fun. I hope you've had fun, too. Come back next week. And have a great week. See you later.
Bye.